Snakes are loved, they are feared, they are worshipped. So it's a very complicated relationship. The World Health Organization has declared the snake bite as a neglected tropical disease.
Snakebite is really serious in India. It results in the deaths of at least 50,000 people every year, and hundreds of thousands of other people are permanently disabled from snakebite.
We all have to come together to be able to solve this problem. It's not just a problem of conservationists or doctors. It's a problem of the society.
We've got to do something about it. That's our responsibility. My name is Romulus Whitaker. We're sitting here at the Madras Crocodile Bank, and although it is a crocodile bank, we do keep all sorts of reptiles, and we study and work with all sorts of reptiles. And in recent years, we've concentrated on the issue of snakebite. Oh boy, she's asking me if I've been bitten by a snake. Yes, Amma. I was bitten about 6 times by snakes while I was catching them. But when I caught them, I didn't catch it nicely. I made a mistake, so it bit me. I've always tried to tell people, look, most snakes are not venomous. Snakes are not out to get you. Snake bites are accidents which can be avoided. And starting to try to teach people these kind of things, it's a real uphill task.
Most people bitten by snakes are agricultural workers, farm laborers, firewood collectors, people working with their hands and legs in places where snakes are prevalent. Most people work barefoot or, without protective equipment like gloves or gumboots. People often don't use flashlights when walking around at night. People are set in their ways, and if that means getting bitten by a snake while doing whatever it is, then so be it. So that's kind of the attitude that a lot of people have.
I heard about this lady called Shanti. She was bitten by a cobra and she was lucky enough to survive. If we can convince her to wear the gumboots, she will be our spokesperson.
ஆனால் வரப்பு மேலே போடலாம் கைனுள்ள வேலைக்காட்டில் அடக்கோ வார்ப்பாக இருக்கோ அது எப்படி பண்ணணும்னா இது எங்களால் செய்ய முடியாது.
She's saying that it's going to be difficult for her to be wearing that and working in the field. If there is a lady walking in the village with gumboots, it's like a conversation starter. Why is this lady wearing a gumboot? And then she would say, it's to protect myself from snake bites. So even if somebody else is not wearing gumboots, the thought of snake bite is always there. That's one of the biggest problems of snake bite. To me, we have kind of accepted it as a fact. We don't take it seriously. I think we have to kind of shake the conscience of the country, and I think that's a way to go.
In village India, if you're sick, you go to a local healer. The problem is that snakebite is a real medical emergency. You've got to get antivenom. You've got to get the one thing that will counteract the effects of the venom, that will neutralize the venom.
We are at the Irula Snake Catchers Industrial Cooperative Society on the premises of the Madras Crocodile Bank. This is one of the largest producers of venom in the country, and they supply most of the venom needs for the manufacture of antivenom in India.
Do not try any other treatment for snakebite. There is only one treatment, and that's called antivenom. Find out where the nearest source of antivenom is and get it as fast as you can. One of the things we do insist on that communities find out if their local primary health center or their local hospital or clinic, whether it's a private or government hospital, has antivenom.
So these are the different survey sheets that I have for now. And we are going to fill the snake bite hospital sheet. Does the hospital have anti-snake venom all the time? Yes, it does. Has the hospital treated snake bite in the past? Yes, of course.
People must recognize that this is a problem that is resulting in very large numbers of death. One of the most important reasons why snakebite has not received a lot of attention is because there is a dearth of research, both concerning the magnitude of the problem as well as concerning the quality of care that is available.
There is a lack of data that I don't think anybody disputes that. In fact, the figures that we keep saying that 50,000 people are dying is from a data set from 2005. That's the most reliable set of data that we have. If we have the figures wrong, that 50,000 people are dying, it's an underestimate. If it's wrong, it's definitely higher. Resources are very limited, and we need to be able to invest our resources very efficiently. Open Data Kit helps a lot in this. So for example, when we are collecting the data from victims, which species has bitten them, for example.
We're starting to get so much data in. Which are the hospitals that can actually treat snakebite? Where is antivenom available? Where are the doctors available who specialize in snakebite?
We want to be able to give a system where people can find the correct hospital without wasting any time. This is how the data looks now. So there are 3 layers of data. The ones with the snake icon is the occurrence of venomous snakes. Okay. The ones with the plus icon is the hospitals that treat snakebite. And then there is this icon which shows the victim's history. We can distribute this to other people. The network of over 400 rescuers.
And they can start using it.
They can start using it. This data that is being collected will be a key player in solving this problem of snakebite. How many of you are scared of snakes? I think that nobody in India should die of snake bites in the 21st century. I think it is something worth striving for. I think it is possible if we all work together.
We have to understand we are living with snakes. So the best way to do it is identifying snakes, avoiding them, and then learn what to do if bitten.
Snakes have been living around people for the longest time. People kill a lot of snakes. Snakes kill quite a few people as well. So it's never been a peaceful sort of coexistence thus far. But a better understanding of snakes and the value they add to the ecosystem, all of this coupled with self-awareness, these are ways that people can live side by side with snakes.